Okay, so as I was saying in the other two videos, we did this today, but there was a problem with the recording, so I'm recording it again. 2012 B4 A. Convert 5.42 radians into degrees, so we just have to multiply this by 180 over pi and we're done. 5.42 times 180 divided by pi, 310.5 degrees. Okay, part B, we have the practical trigonometry problem, so let me try my best here to redraw it. We want to find this height here. This is right angle triangle. And then we have another triangle here. And we are told that this distance in blue is 400. And we're also told let me just put in dotted. We're looking for the height here. Okay, we are also told in blue here that this angle is 34 degrees, and we're told that the bigger angle is 56, so rather than cluttering it, 56 minus 34, so that means this angle here is 22 degrees. Let me make that a bit clearer, degrees. But this whole angle here is 90 degrees, so 90 minus 22 minus 34, so that means that's 34 degrees. 34, and there's a 90 here, and it must add up to 180, so 180 minus 90 minus 34 gives me this angle, 56. And then this angle here is 180 minus 56, that's 124. And then this angle here will be 180 minus 22 minus 124, so then that angle there is 34 degrees. So we have all our angles, so let's talk about sides. Let's find this side here, x. This is a common technique when we have two triangles stuck together. Often it's the case that to get to the answer we need to find what is their common side or angle, depending on what we know and don't know. We know all the angles, so we should find the length of the side that they share. Using the sine rule, we can say x over the sine of the angle opposite of x, which is 34 here. That should equal 400 over sine 22. That's a pretty straightforward equation to solve. So I have 400 sine 34 all over sine 22. I get, just double check that, yeah, 597.1 meters. Okay, now we'll look at this triangle here. This is a right angle triangle, so we can just say that sine 56 is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So that means h equals x sine 56. So we're done practically. We know what x is. I mean, we still have it on our calculator. I still have mine right in front of me. So I just multiply this answer by sine of 56, and I get the height is 495 meters. So that's the B part done. Okay, C part. We have our graph. We want to find the formula that makes the graph that we have. So we will start off by saying y equals a sine b theta plus c plus d. Just be careful, I'm not using capitals because I want to make it clear that I'm not getting the exact same formula that they're asking me for. It's nearly the same. I'll fix it at the end. So just forget about what they say in the question. just think about it like this. There is the graph. Find the formula for that graph. Let's go about finding the formula. We know it'll be of this form, the standard form here. So in this situation, we know that A is the maximum minus the minimum over 2. So that's 15 minus 3 over 2, which is 6. The B is 2 pi over the length, and the length of this would be 17 pi minus 5 pi, because you can see on the graph that is the start and the end of a cycle, so that would be 1 over 6. The D, if you remember, it is the maximum minus A, so in this case it's 15 minus 6, which is 9. And to find the C, we need to use a point. The easiest point for me to read is the point 5 pi and 3. So far we have y equals A sine B theta plus C, we don't know, plus D we do know. And now I'll put in that point. So I have 3 equals 6 sine 1 over 6 5 pi plus C plus 9. Take the 9 to the left. 3 minus 9 is minus 6. Divide by 6, so we get minus 1 is sine 1 over 6 by 5, so 5 over 6 pi plus C over 6. Now we put sine inverse on both sides, so sine inverse, and make sure your calculator is in radian mode. Okay, so let's see, sine inverse minus 1, that is minus pi over 2. That is equal to 5 over 6 pi plus C over 6. Minus 5 over 5 over 6 pi, okay, times 6. Right, so when I solve this, I'll get C equals minus 8 pi. So I nearly have the answer. I'll do it in red. I know that y will equal 6 sine 1 over 6 theta minus 8 pi plus 9. Now if we look at the question, that's not the form they wanted in. They wanted in the form of A sine B theta plus C plus D. Well, I can easily get it into that form by just expanding inside here. Y equals 6 sine 1 over 6 theta minus 8 over 6, which is 4 over 3 pi plus 9. So that's the answer there. That's the A, that's the B, that's the C, and that's the D. Now, just to double check, I know you can't do this in the exam, but I'm just going to graph my answer here. So let me just write it down. 6 sine theta over 6 minus 4 over 3 pi plus 9. That's what I want to graph. And we should get the same graph if we've done it right. Okay. Just wait for the program to open. Okay, so we have 6 sine theta, which I'll type in as x, minus 4 pi over 3 plus 9. Okay, let's graph that. Now I'll have to set the range here. So this graph goes from 0 to 15. So just to make sure I can see it all, I'll go from minus 1 to 16, and we'll go from minus 1 to, I think, let's see, we'll say 57. Okay. So if I look at this graph and then look at what is in the book, yes, they're exactly the same shape, and you can't see that they're the same numbers because in the graph they have multiples of pi on the x-axis, where here we have decimals, but we can see just even from the shape that they're the same.